Hello, strange people.
Hi, strange people. It's nice to see you.
Yes, long time that we've had our co-host with us, so just wanted to post here to get the live stream going. I was hoping to go live on YouTube, but there's a 24-hour waiting period, probably to make sure I'm not too drunk.
Well, that is a safe assumption that most of the time you are too drunk.
That's true. So anyway, starting here a little bit early. They've already called the pairing, so waiting for round one, and then we will get started. And here on Facebook, I will continue on to round two if it's a quick switch over in between. Otherwise, we'll stop between and get resituated. Bathroom breaks.
Hoping to see a lot of dagger on dagger action in this round.
Yes, should be very interesting. You do have to be very concerned with dagger, on which they could be very excessive on their blows. They're not used to handling things that size in a violent manner.
Indeed. And I am a little concerned that the wigs will get in their eyes.
True.
It is a concern.
Yeah. So we're here for you and hope we have a visitor. So
I'm not here for you.
You're not here.
Are y'all doing commentary today?
We are doing
Of course we're doing commentary.
Of course you are.
Hello, this is Ketus or Rabbit or Cassius or I don't even know what his names are now.
No, not really. It's a mystery.
Yeah, true. So, all right, they're starting to come on the field, so we're going to go ahead and flip over. If you would not mind commenting, just to bring attention to the fact that we're live, and because, Facebook algorithms.
It is one of the few times in the world that we actually want your opinion.
No.
No, sorry, never mind. Scratch that.
Yeah.
My bad.
All right, so here we go, about to get started.
Looks like we have the dreaded Moose Lord who is taking the field.
I heard that he has a +2 enchantment on his dagger.
That does not surprise me.
That's that glitter that you see on it. Oh, there's the infamous ass blocker.
Indeed. Nobody really likes to see him, but he does wander around with various list fields. Mm-hmm. And here he comes again. There you go.
Yeah.
7 rounds. Yes, we are.
Who is the Moose Lord fighting today?
Who's the Moose Lord fighting today?
Martel.
Fighting Martel. There you go.
Badger? Beaver?
Weasel? Beaver.
Raccoon.
Raccoon.
That's what it is.
Yes.
Some sort of thing that likes to eat my trash.
Right.
Yeah.
So the Trash Panda versus the Rabid Moose.
Yeah. I think it should be a good fight. Curious of the lengths that we got going here. The Moose does seem like that he's got a little bit of a longer grip for the handle. I mean, he's got narrow hands. I mean, is that a smart move?
I don't think so, but sometimes people like to have 2 hands on their dagger.
Yeah, that's true. His looks like one of those old-timey bombs, the grenades.
Indeed.
Oops, my bad. Wrong button.
Back to the action.
Yeah.
And a stab to the chest.
Double.
Unfortunately, we were minus the arterial spray, but we can picture it in our minds.
Oh, yes. I taste it.
And His Highness is instructing people to fall down.
If you die, you must fall. Don't just get up clean. Die.
But did you die?
But
We
did you
don't
really
know.
Who knows?
We don't know. Sir Asif, just for...
Yes,
There we go. The natural
There you go.
position of the Asif.
The eclipse.
All right, so now we have Munchadin.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Andrew Turnbull, excuse me.
I cannot remember his STA name.
Tegan.
No, Andrews. So Tegan and... Yeah, that guy.
Sir, who's your what's it?
Yeah. Aid Wolf.
Ed Wolf. There
Yeah,
you go.
that's more
My bad. Give me. Oh.
So are lanyards a required element for the dagger?
Apparently not in this fight. Normally they would be, but I think this is rather bloodthirsty of their highnesses.
Yeah, okay.
So I salute Romanus and Deanna. I think it's a wise choice.
So I see that Aelwulf has a different standard on which his handle is very fat and his blade is very narrow.
Well, sometimes you can get it done with a narrow blade.
Yeah. fat base, narrow tip.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
gets it done faster.
Well, you know, fat bottom girls do make the world go round.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
I just realized how old that song was. I am an old man.
All right, so now we have turpentine with.
Damon.
I always have to filter myself.
I know I had to do the same thing.
Fighter formerly
I was
known
like,
as-
ooh, Damon.
Wood Damon.
Ooh, Damon. And he's gone with the backward hand style, so he's going to try to seal kill him.
Yeah, that's not nice.
No. Seal is, everybody loves seals. Except for the singer, I find
What's, I was about to say,
Oh,
is it required to pee on people, or was that a different
no,
singer?
that's a bonus.
Oh, okay.
That's a perk.
Okay.
It's kind of like an extra track, if you will.
Yeah.
Turpentine was definitely not looking to play around.
Yeah. Get a little bit of hello to the onlookers. Hello.
Victorian Kyle, the dreaded five, stand ready.
So we have Centurion Charles, and I don't recognize the Jolly Green one.
I was just trying to recall. He's fought quite a few times. I'm just horrible with names.
He's obviously come with the switchblade. Notice the thin stiletto type shape.
Yes. I wonder if he does go with butterfly knives. Now, what is your personal opinion of fighting with a dagger?
Personally, I think daggers should be left to the peasantry and various barmaids. It's a last-ditch weapon. Knights really shouldn't engage in it. It's very dangerous because it involves us actually getting too close to our opponents.
Yeah.
We like to stay far away and attack them from a distance.
As an archer, I can say that I completely understand that.
I'd much rather have my archers kill my opponents than having to wade into battle myself.
Yeah.
It's cleaner that way.
Yeah. You don't want to have to wash your belt.
No. It's so hard to keep it white. The dreaded
There's the
vine.
natural stance. Thank you.
Indeed. Rarely do you see two moons.
I know.
I feel like I'm on indoor right now.
I know. So this is a pre-period. That is post-period.
Indeed.
Hence the red belt. I mean,
so true.
sometimes there will be a little string that hangs from it. And
Yeah.
I'm consent time now. Consent.
Yeah.
All right. So he's got another one of the little hand grenade daggers.
A meat cleaver, if you will.
Ah, meat cleaver. Nice.
Stab to the top of the head.
I think it was more of a slice down the ear, and then he came back in and he wanted to shave his eyebrows.
Indeed, I think he was trained by classical mafia to leave those grievous wounds so everybody knows.
That explains so much.
Indeed.
Alexander Crane, Lord Matthews to the field.
And yet again, we have found another meat cleaver.
Ah, exactly. Oh, his is so square.
Oh, and look, he has a cute little Viking dagger.
Aww.
I do like a good pommel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't strike with it, is what I understand, correct?
No, but the three lobes are oddly attractive.
Yeah. Do you like three lobes?
Indeed, much like in Total Recall.
I was just about to say, how were those movies? Yeah. I mean, yeah, okay. I'll have to stop that piece of conversation. I'll take that for another time.
Oh,
That was, yeah.
very nicely struck.
Now, if you have not had a chance to witness Dagger at the Barrier, it is the saddest of the barrier fights because people forget how to count, and it becomes just a more of a humorous activity than.
That does not surprise me in the least. Oh, look, it looks like the +2 dagger has been handed off to someone else.
Oh, nice.
I was unfamiliar. People were allowed to share magic daggers.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think that it counts as a negative one if it goes to somebody else's aura. I think it's some sort of like curse.
It must be
Right.
attuned. Yeah, there you go.
So, maybe it's his sneaky way of trying to get him out of the competition.
It could be. Could be a curse dagger.
Yeah. A dagger of dancing.
Indeed. I heard if you hear bells, the magic is working.
Oh, huh.
I can almost hear bells.
Almost. I wonder if that's why I got bells on my headboard. Oh, see, negative
There you
one.
go, -1, indeed.
It was a trick.
It was.
Yeah, that squirrely moose, man, you can't.
You know, it's that kind of moosel sorcery that you have to watch out for.
Yeah, exactly.
We have Cadmus and Sir
Not
Sir
Sir.
Your Man.
Oh, Cadmus.
Yeah,
I heard
Your
Cadmus.
Man. Your,
I don't even know what his name is anymore.
You didn't see that coming, did you?
no, I did not.
That's what she said.
Your gut done lapped your belt.
Squeeze both.
I like squeezing things off of his crotch region.
We have a dagger forward and a dagger back style.
Now, is it allowable to punch your opponent with your offhand?
Apparently no, but it wasn't necessary. I like to call that the buttering toast technique. You go up, down, and then,
That is nice.
and much like a Pop-Tart, he was done.
Hey, that's not even a record.
No. Well, it appears the rabbit's off to a strong start. I must say, I was surprised.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's a member of the Sourdough Toast Clan. This is some new information that's come to light.
Actually, I do have to now question how come he can't butter my own toast. You know, he acts like he's hurt with his shoulder, but
I'm questioning that.
yeah, apparently not.
Yeah, I didn't know. Does he have a hard time extending?
Going straight up, yeah. Really getting it up and erect. Bluetooth? Blue Jew?
You know, this is the problem with side commentators. Sometimes they come out of the blue and give you some very bad advice.
I know.
Round 2 is great sword.
Round 2, Great Sword. We're just going to continue this party going.
Indeed. Now we'll get to see actual violence.
Just as a reminder, fighter, having a great sword ready.
So while we're at this little intermission, can somebody report how the quality of the video is coming along? I was hoping to start it on YouTube, but alas, waiting periods. Blue, what? What were you talking about? Okay.
And
So Hiram, how does it feel to be a fireman and your shit burned?
there are people up here.
Yeah?
There's also
At least I knew what was going to happen. I would have to learn the whole story.
We love Hiram. He loves anything that is related to tampons or the bleeding vagina. So he is.
You know, I always thought it was
Awesome,
he was
thank you.
hard to buy Christmas presents for, but I was surprisingly wrong.
Yeah. And his wife is always so thankful.
She is.
Yeah, okay. I was like, wife, correct? Oh, yeah, I was at your wedding. Okay, yeah. You never know. There's plenty of people that's dated for 20 years. And
Very true.
thank you, Krista. Appreciate it.
We do have a very nice turnout, I would like to say. A lot of people have shown up to see who the future prince and princess of Vindheim will be.
Yeah, it's a hard role, especially with their highnesses that are coming up. That's gonna, I don't know. They're very anti anybody that's up in the north.
I that's what I've heard. Matter of fact, I heard that they would never buy property in the north. They just don't like it
JP
at all.
and Jillian are just. I mean, it's.
There they are.
Yep. Oh, she's got a little blanket. I bet her mom made that.
Would not surprise me. Very nice quilted blanket.
Hi, your highnesses. Meh, it's too far away.
But yes, I hear they're very anti-north.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, I can understand since, they've never really been involved in the north at all.
No.
A little bit of an anathema to them, if you will.
Yep.
I think we're waiting for the pairings to go out here soon.
I hope. It sounded like it was going to go pretty quickly into it, but might as well. It's easier for people to find us if we just keep going. We need some sort of like little setup. It's like, bloop.
the next fight will occur. Well, the fighters are certainly prepared. I see a lot of great swords out, a lot of helmets on.
Yeah. Oh, I like the party hats. I wonder what we're celebrating.
That's a good question. I'm sure it's a birthday or a bar mitzvah or something.
Yeah, bar mitzvahs are always a great thing to do in public.
Indeed, indeed.
And then go fighting. Man, if that doesn't raise your aggression.
Indeed. And here we have the Moose Lord himself.
Yeah, that was a...
They said there's something about this band. It's our chicken man. Now chicken's gone. Gotta carry on.
And
Now, it is a quality night whenever they can dance and sing.
indeed, indeed.
I hear it's actually part of the convention or the expectations of a candidate to chivalry.
It is. It is. You are expected to engage the arts and sciences, especially in a dancing capacity, and singing is definitely a plus. Unfortunately, he was not blessed with a good singing voice. It's kind of a tragedy.
Yeah, I think his nose kind of makes it a little bit
Indeed.
weaselly.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Great sword round. Fight the first. Sir Wolfgar Marcel. And Lord Matt, Marcus, Tully. Fight the second. Centurion, Perkins, high. Fight the third. Centurion, Damon, Sam. Centurion, Alexander, Marcellus. Fight the fourth. Earl Castle, Whitaker. Lord Hayden, Jensen.
Pagan.
Pagan.
Fight the fifth. Sarkis, Ferguson.
I believe he's from Wildwood. I believe he's from Wildwood.
Fight the sixth. Dario, Eagle, Terrence. And Centurion, Cadmus, Locagus. Fight the seventh. Centurion, Alexander, Crane.
I think that is Asa's natural pose from many years of bad night decisions.
Indeed. Indeed.
All right, 8 rounds.
Of fun and festivities.
Wolfgar Martel, Lord Marcus Tullius, take the field. Master Ordeon Device, Sylogy, Centurion, Turpentine, Armor.
So this is just a reminder for anybody that's watching,
Centurion, Alexander Marcellus.
we love bullshit.
Ready.
If you're offended by anything, I don't recommend watching this stream, which is why I should never go for the Kingdom
Page.
social media
Yeah, God,
officer
no. Yeah, no.
position.
So much commentary that I'm holding back right at the moment.
I know.
Yeah. Really is a test of willpower.
Yeah, I am a 13-year-old boy with a vagina. I mean, that is my...
Apparently we're having a bit of an armor delay.
Great swords. It'll be interesting to see all the different cross guards.
Indeed.
What is the appropriate word for that?
Well, you have a cross hilt on some of them, and Martel's fighting with a Subo, which is an Asian or specifically a Japanese kind of style guard.
Yeah. But no curve to his blade. Interesting.
No. Sometimes they're straight.
Yeah.
And
So
fatality.
I have a feeling like some of these people may have gone to Chuck E. Cheese's to practice the whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole, that's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. That is a secret of some high-end trainers is to go to the whack-a-mole.
That's nice.
They found that if you can continue to hit whack-a-moles consistently over 5 minutes, that you will have truly mastered the great weapon.
Oh, nice.
And win 500 tickets for Voltron.
Nice.
Turpin appears serious.
It is interesting to see the people with or without shoulder armor.
Indeed. A bold statement.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Victory. The Centurion, Turpin, high.
Turpin with a heavy downswing.
Centurion,
knew?
Damon
Yeah.
Sanchez, Centurion, Alexander Marcellus, take the field.
Now there are certain fighters that we know that would have just continued on with the death as a nice. I mean, he was in a Japanese.
Indeed.
So-
Indeed. Then seppuku would be appropriate at that point.
Yeah, I dig it. Just like digging out your intestines. It's just a.
And there we have it.
Victory. Damon Sanchez.
I was a little worried he was hitting the jimmy, but apparently hitting the leg. Nobody likes a jimmy a great sword to the jimmy.
No. I would think that you'd feel it with the great sword, though.
You know, one would. I'm not kink shaming. I was merely wondering where he was struck.
Asa. So there is a request for a refight from His Highness. His Sanguine Highness.
Excellent.
I do hope that his testicles did stay inside of the cup.
Indeed, indeed. Not to be confused with tentacle, NT. An entirely different organ.
Yeah.
Oh. Right in the cranium.
NT, was that a Windows operating version?
It was. Often used by Malaysian traffickers. Yeah.
Victory, Eagle, and Centurion,
Like,
Cadmus.
for traffic?
Arm yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Pretty much. Yeah.
Who's on the floor? Earl Daphne, Lord Hagen, take the field.
Ah, Lord Hagen and the dreaded Moose Lord.
Moose Lord.
Victory, Eagle,
Moose Lord of Doom.
Speak ready.
Now, he does have a favor that's got blue and white on it. I wonder if that's going to unintentionally be a target.
It could be, or a distraction.
Right,
If he does wiggle his hips in the right way, it may distract the Moose Lord.
That is true.
And it apparently worked incredibly well.
Incredibly
the
well.
Moose Lord swallowed the end of that sword.
I hear that swallowing swords like that is a very uncomfortable move.
That's my understanding, especially without, something like avocado dip or something to go with it.
Centurion, Cadmus, arm yourself. Centurion,
Well, you have to be careful, though, because that color, it kind of, like, clings around and then...
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Ah.
I see you brought his holy tunic.
Indeed, indeed.
Nice. Not with the great weapon.
You will have to be faster than that. And that was not quite fast enough.
It reminds me of a couple of weekends ago.
Indeed, indeed. It does seem like, however, Rabbit has learned how to block.
Oh, that's nice.
Got him in the face. Oh no, just pressed on his helmet.
I was about to say, that was... Oh, he counted that.
Oh,
Okay.
very well. Honorable call. Oh! And if he hadn't have fallen down, he would have been decapitated.
Yep.
Rabbit apparently was having none of those shenanigans on that fight.
No.
take the field.
I'm so glad he fell down.
I mean, with the people that he practiced with, can you blame him?
No.
No.
I heard that he fought one individual a few weeks ago that left quite a mark, and he returned the favor, though, by shutting down his bicep for a better part of 2 hours.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but, hey.
Regari, Eagle, and Centurion, Captain.
He has to flex so well to get his pecs that way.
He really does.
And to get them that tight.
To pop through the metal like that?
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
I'm wondering where the nipples are.
I think they were removed surgically.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right there. On the shoulder blade. Or the side. Oh, even worse.
Yeah, that looked like it hurt my kidneys. I hope he had good kidney protection.
Well, if it didn't, he'll just pee pretty colors for a while.
That's nice.
Now, this should be very interesting.
They have never fought against each other.
No. Matter of fact, I think this is their first time meeting.
Oh, nice. Now there are 2 brims. I'd be curious of whose head is going to go back into oblivion first.
That is very true. That is very true. I'm a little concerned myself.
Of course, if they're not thrusting, then do the bread and butter technique.
I do hear that Cormac can't hit hard.
Oh, nice! Look at that swagger.
Apparently we know where he keeps his greatsword.
Yeah.
Centurion Charles.
Just a little bit of swagger walking off that field. Do you see that swagger as he's walking off the field?
That was a very good time. It was coming.
Little do we know if he actually saluted or if he flipped him off, because behind gauntlets you really can't tell.
You really couldn't
what
tell.
hand
really
signals. Yeah.
This promises to be an interesting fight. Hungus apparently is not afraid of closing. Heard he's also a really good real estate agent as well.
Oh, nice.
And he called it.
Got a double.
Yes, sir. Great sword to the hip is still a kill. And their highnesses seem to be happy with the do-over. They are
Smiling, at
well
least.
composed. We all know they are very bloodthirsty and like to see the grass grow.
Yes.
Attempted thrust. Oh, and decapitation. Fatality. Very nice.
So I would think that whenever you have the 2 cross hilts like that, that Charles had, that you wouldn't be able to get that sliding motion up and down the shaft
really
as
can't.
much.
It's not as satisfying.
Yeah.
It is kind of disappointing.
Yeah. Kind of blocks your movement.
Range of motion.
Yes, there we go.
Range of motion.
But I guess if you are used to having that shorter range of motion, then you just kind of go with what you work with, right? It's just a natural.
All great swords aren't equal.
We killed him. This is our filters kicking in. Shallow thrust. Yes, thank you, Pug. Shallow thrust.
Oh, we're getting banished. We're getting banished. Jealous. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
All right, so it looks like that's the end of that round. So we'll just keep on keeping on. We'll just keep this fight going. So we have the magnificent Hiram and Hillary, because I can never remember your SCA name even after all these years. Is it Hillary? Okay. Wait, is that your real name too? Okay.
She made it easy.
That works.
Let's see, what round are we coming to next?
Round 3. Actually, hold our spot. I'm going to go show the round list. And these super cute little guys here. See those? And these are the different rounds. So round 3 is Dane axes. And round 4 is going to be 6-foot glaives, 5 bastard swords, 6-foot spears, 7.5-foot glaives. Very creative. This is the most excellent of heralds ever. Your daughter did a wonderful job on heralding us in. So hello, hello. Hello, hello. The lovely highnesses. A wonderful job. A wonderful majesty. Yes. And their wonderful highnesses. Hi. All right, back over here. They still haven't called anything. This is a really great place. So we're at the Ardmore Convention Center, and it's got an air conditioner, which is great. So this is the Peace Crew. Oh, you took it out of the sling. Aww. Is that your handshake now?
Kind of hurt.
The man, you gotta give him credit. The man's almost lost 2 fingers. He's able to joke about it.
Yeah.
Truly goes that, it's the way you look at things.
Yeah. All right, so we're Danax this round.
Also, it's probably the fact that there's copious amounts of Vicodin and Percocet on board.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Maybe even an 8-ball or a half gram. I don't know.
There you go. Just for you, Matsu.
We wouldn't want you to be disappointed.
We definitely have to get the buttocks at least a couple of times through the.
Fortunately, she does have a wide-angle lens, so we're able to capture the full glory.
That is true. That is true.
Asa?
Imagine.
Who knew? Who knew? And once again, the Moose Lord has returned.
Hello, Moose Lord.
How are you feeling about this fight?
Everybody knows the world is full of spiritual people. So nuclear commission is not what they do everything.
I need a little microphone.
Yeah, you do.
No, not really.
Oh, I love it.
Now I'm gonna have to buy
All I was gonna do is
And over there we have Marcus on Vigil for becoming a mod.
Oh, very nice.
So, yeah. And Ian this morning got announced for candidate for the Laurel. And there was a new order that was created by their highnesses, sanguine highnesses, for, what was it called?
They were going to be, the title was Thane, and the order was something German sounding.
Yeah. So, but it's a very cool. It will be the first order of its kind where the fighter that wins the reign actually ends up getting not promoted, but inducted into the order. Just like how the roses that are the consorts or the doves, there's never been anything in the SCA for the fighters themselves to go into, and so this was created for the Principality of Vindheim. So it's a very cool thing.
Indeed. And they'll be able to give counsel and help further princes and princesses.
Whether they want it or not.
Correct.
Centurion Alexander Marcellus versus Sir Wolfgar. Lord Tegan versus the Dreaded Five. Arcturian Carl versus Sir Kyrus.
Who?
Hikari Edward versus Centurion Calvin. Makayol Lord Knight versus Lord Hagen.
Right there. Blue and black.
He's dancing, he's happy.
All right, so the pairings are called.
Charles, Centurion Alexandre to the field. Earl David, Lord Matthew, stand ready.
So these types of fights always kind of interest me on the fact that you can tell how well they can hold their rod by if the head flaps back and forth.
Indeed, because hitting with the flat is not acceptable. You actually have to angle the shaft in such a way that it actually makes a proper impact.
Yeah, because that side impact, it may hurt a lot, but it's just not going to hit the spot.
It's not going to get the job done.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's been my experience.
Yep. So it'll be very interesting to watch, especially with some of these. I feel that their grip isn't as strong.
Indeed. A lot of there's been a lot of hand grip exercises that have been recommended over the years, but it doesn't appear that all of them have taken that to heart.
Now, do they have the option of having a back edge, or there's no back edge allowed with the Dane axe?
That is a very good question. I know a couple of Dane axes I've seen today, the back edge has been designated as a striking weapon, so it is possible.
I do see the thrusty tip on there.
Indeed. It is padded for your opponent's protection.
Yeah, of course. And they're very squishy.
Indeed.
Yeah. Honestly, and if you don't feel that you can have a good grip on that shaft, probably thrusting is your only option.
It
at that
really
point.
is, especially since he doesn't have the proper hip motion.
Yeah.
Being grounded in like he is.
Oh, he's trying to take him from the back.
Indeed.
That's
That
interesting.
was unexpected.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Well done. Very nice. Apparently, a proper application of the thrusting tip can get the job done.
I do have to say I am very happy with the calibration that people are calling. It's not requiring people to possibly donate a kidney in order to survive some of the shocks that are being required.
Well, and I appreciate it because I only have one left after waking up that night in Matamoros in a bathtub.
Yeah.
That's just not what to mix it up. And that's all slow and bumpy. You know what I mean? The fights are all, flappy.
Ho!
I think Rabbit just called him a hoe.
He did. He called him a hoe. I don't think he knows him that well, but I could be wrong.
You can smell the wood burning.
Indeed.
Oh, he missed it. Oh, no, he didn't miss it.
This will make it increasingly more difficult to win with only one arm on your
And
shaft.
it doesn't look like he's got a thrusting tip on. His entire top is bladed.
Indeed.
Interesting. And a back.
And the axe falls. Yes.
He did hold it very strongly. I noticed that his head stayed rigid.
I was impressed. I was impressed.
With his age, you never know.
Well, you know, the Moose Lord is crawling up there in years.
Stand ready!
And I don't know if it's me or the quality of food, but it is interesting on the age and not realizing how old some of us are at.
That is true. That is true. Notice the whack-a-mole technique. Obviously, he's been to Chuck E. Cheese recently.
Yes.
Oh!
It does start off as a Swiss 5.
Apparently, he gave him the haft. All of the haft.
That does really can hurt a lot.
Indeed. The haft bottoms out on your hip. It's going to cause a lot of damage.
Yeah, true. Oh, did the stomp? The scary stomp.
Gonna have to get more dynamic with the whack-a-mole. There we go.
Actually, I'm kind of feeling like he went to a wood chopping class, but may have been not the master class. Like maybe it was the Timu
Could be.
of master classing wood chopping.
Indeed. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Yeah.
And now he's fighting with the axe backwards. A bold technique.
It is a good way to slice your opponent from the nuts to the head.
True, but...
Nuts to nasal, I think
Nuts
is that
to
the
nasal,
word?
that's indeed Norman Nunkung Unozo. Nuts to nasal.
Oh, yeah. He was very popular for his nuts to nasal technique.
Indeed. I hear William Marshall also studied that technique for quite a while and brought it into the 13th century.
Oh, nice.
Oh, they just doubled.
I thought that was his arm, but apparently it went all the way through to his booby.
Indeed.
Good radio fight.
All right, we got to restart.
Apparently, if you double kill, you've got to go back and do it right.
Right, exactly. Yeah, if you don't complete it, then really what's the point of doing it?
It's true. Nobody likes a half-assed job.
Oh! I see that with his restart, he got invigorated. Yes.
Just saying gorged.
Alexander Marcellus.
He may have been engorged as well. We just can't see. Thankfully.
Tegan in the dreaded bar. Stand ready.
This should be an interesting fight.
Who is the dreaded by?
Well, we have several, is my understanding. Cormac is one. Gunter is another. I don't know if there's a third.
Oh, nice.
And that's what happens when you try to close the deal too fast.
Yeah, it does.
It could just all fall apart.
Yeah. And you just go down on your knees. And it's just.
And the dreaded bar to the field.
But there's sometimes is a little bit of dribble that comes out with it. If you hit hard enough.
And needs to be seen by a medical professional.
Right.
Thomas and Tegan.
TNT.
TNT, indeed. Such a massive man. Such a
Animus.
slight man, but he's very fast.
Why are you that close?
Oh my God.
That was a nice fly.
Yeah.
I think I saw a smile at the end.
He doesn't have to call it. I'm not sure if I would just call it good and call it a day. But props to that man for getting up and getting back in it.
I thought it was, but it looked like a little.
It seems like that they're not used to fighting with something that long.
No, very, very few are.
Yeah.
That is the dreaded dick pop. Well, that was half.
Oh, good.
I'm sorry.
He is really good at playing dead.
Indeed.
He it's a great fake. I mean, you really feel like it's real.
I can actually feel his lungs vibrating inside his chest.
Yes.
Uptorian call, Sir Tyrus to the field.
The wet thud is really what does it for me.
Oh, I love that wet thud.
And Centurion Turpin.
It's really not a fight without a good wet thud. These two, my understanding, this is their second time fighting each other.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Ever. Oh, they're entangled. Indeed.
Yeah. I hear that it happens whenever there's too much excitement and they kind of bond together.
Indeed.
Medieval docking.
It's a
Medieval docking.
failed docking
Thank
procedure.
you.
It was flat, I believe.
I'm not really sure what happened, but yay.
I think he tried a half-hearted thrust and then stopped fighting, and then Rabbit finished the fight.
Oh, he is good at that. He sneaks up from behind and just like gets it done.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Hagen, stand ready.
They were playing tummy swords.
True.
Is that what you call that?
Tummy swords.
Oh! I don't know if it was strong enough.
Oh,
It was. That was nice. It's like a pull stick.
Indeed.
Like,
He gave him the whole half.
yeah.
Hagen versus Orion.
Yes, Orangadungadai.
Orungadungadai. Indeed.
I wonder if he was like riding on a motorcycle from some night in North Keep.
I heard once that a wolf tried his name out in the moonlight, and that's where he chose his name. We caught that wolf and wormed it, and got better.
That is good.
And I guess that closes out that
Oh,
round.
nope. I think His Highness may have.
Fighters, the next round will be 6-foot clay.
We will leave that conversation for them.
Indeed. 6-foot glaive. A glaive of 6 feet. Not to be
Which, for it being the 6th round, that is very apropos. Is
indeed
that?
apropos.
Yeah.
Yes. Very few people actually fight with a 6-foot glaive. Usually it's a 7.5 or a 5.5.
Yeah.
6 foot is a strange length.
Yeah, especially adding in those extra sex inches.
Sexy, do it.
Yeah.
Notice Asif is walking the field with a 6-foot spear, not to be confused with a glaive. He has 2 thrusting points and obviously skilled.
Yeah.
Very skilled.
A double-headed glaive.
A double-headed glaive.
Yeah. I hear that filter. Do I need a filter? I hear that it was a period style of fighting, weapon style on the island of Lesbos.
Indeed. Indeed.
It's my page. I'm not going to filter myself on my page.
Oh, it's my page, damn it. It's my page. I feel like I should.
Yes, hello, Ricker. 7.5 only true glaive. 6-foot glaive is just a bad great sword.
You know, Ricker, I tend to agree. You really can't get the full fulcrum you can with a good greatsword. And there is just no nice save. I don't think that was saved at all. There was no saving there. That bus went just right off the cliff. However, we are coming into a magnificent round where we really hope to see some excellent gladesmanship.
Maybe excrement too.
Excrement too. Well, you know, if you hit them hard enough, you can hit the reset button.
Yeah.
You know, emergency voids do happen from time to time.
Yeah.
I seem to remember Dietrich once being hitting the magic button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, is it possible to hit the taint with a 6-foot glaive?
Well, it has been rumored.
Yeah.
And it does cause an automatic nauseous followed by vomiting response.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, quite violent.
Yeah. That's always fun to me.
Indeed. The only thing I hate is when they wear a full soleil. You really don't get the effect because it's.
But the nice spray.
It is like a soup strainer.
Yeah. So, all right. Hey, Valley. The brownout glaive strike. Yes.
Yes, it is. How does he know about that technique? That was supposed to be a secret technique.
Brown out through the brown eye. I do have to say I've missed doing commentary with you.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as fun doing it on my own. I don't do it.
We're so getting banished. I'd like to apologize unreservedly.
That's why I keep putting out my disclaimer that if you're easily offended, this is my personal page. You're welcome to go and find another live stream that's going on elsewhere. I have a hard time filtering, in which my filter is currently taking a nap.
Well, we would like to mention that your Tourette's is, it does cause problems.
Right. Even though it's undiagnosed.
That's what I'm claiming.
My self-medication is kind of...
Lots of medication.
Yes. Yeah. But, yeah, if you're easily entertained, definitely stick around.
The hits just keep on coming.
Yeah, something keeps on coming. Speaking of coming, round 6 will be here soon with the 6-foot glaive, and then round 7 is 7.5-foot glaive, and that will be the end of the individual fights, and then it will go
To
the semifinals.
the semifinals. That is my understanding.
If you've never watched a Vindheim coronet, this is kind of what our format has been since the beginning, since our group very much likes Swiss 5 and likes all the different weapon styles. We like to encourage all the different weapon styles and diversity. And
while prowess is important, fun is more important. And truly, if you're not getting happiness out of every inch of that weapon, you're really not using that weapon to its. Excuse me.
Somebody's stealing my man. So if you don't know John Severn, he's a questionable man. Hi! How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I love the hair foo.
Thank you.
Like a little troll doll.
I do what I can.
Yeah.
I'm not that handsome, so I
Gotta dress it up a little bit.
gotta make it happen. I'm gonna leave you to it.
Yeah. Hey, Tessa.
Marcellus versus Lord Hagen. Tyler versus Centurion Turpin. Vidari Edward versus Centurion Alexander Crane. Sir Wolfgar versus Centurion Patrick. Harold Chapman versus Centurion Charles. Victorian Carl versus Lord Pagan. Lord
Hawktua.
versus the Dreaded Five.
Oh my God, is his name Hawktua?
Handle.
His name, I did not catch this before. His title is Hawktua.
Tua.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Champion passes and is at ease.
Ace.
If that's how they wanted to end up. It's their legacy.
That is the way I had to do it.
Jay did use Ben Stiller's hair gel. Oh, he disappeared. I have learned that I have now talked enough that my mouth does taste like a litter box.
Really?
Yeah. You want to taste?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I filled up on kitty litter before I left the house.
Oh, nice.
Something can be said about the crunchy with the, the whole milk. It really does.
Yeah, it's like grape nuts, but without the health side of it.
Indeed. However, my breath is incredibly fresh.
Ooh, nice. So you got that fresh step litter. Watson.
Indeed.
Nice.
Just have to chew every once in a while and reinvigorates the litter.
Oh, nice. Good job. So here we have 6-foot glaives. If you don't know, there's different glaives. Like Rabbit is using more of what we would consider a war glaive.
Centurion Alexander Marcellus. Lord Hagen to the field.
It's got grippy bits for being able to reposition.
Centurion Turpin, stand ready.
But most fighters are used to that smooth, where it's smooth all the way from the base till that little bulbous tip at the end.
Smack, smack, smack. And one of those situations you don't want to sit down and wait.
Yeah. Very definitely feeling that the round 6, the energy is starting to leave the fighters and the room.
Sir Kyrus, Centurion Turpin to the field. Vidari Edelwolf and Centurion Alexander Crane, stand ready.
For Curtis, he is used to more of a shave down on the sides and with a little bit different for the tip.
My understanding is he's going to try the jam technique.
Yeah? Wait, why doesn't he do that with me?
Well,
I guess I just don't jam it right. There's just certain things that only a man can do.
Indeed.
Or a woman with the right equipment.
It is the 21st century.
Yeah. And Christie's toy boxes are all over the place.
Cadmus, stand ready.
Now I'm curious of why some of them have shorter heads where others have longer heads.
Well, apparently this happens during construction, and what they find is that the tip that they planned on didn't quite work out as well, so wow, very nice. Yep. That sometimes during construction you have a structural failure of some sort and the tip has to be altered.
Oh, wow.
It's often done with a jebel
A jebel.
and a moil.
I've heard of a moil.
And Centurion Charles,
The
stand
jebel is the tool the
ready.
moil uses.
Ah. So I do very much like his aesthetic style with having the blood drips pre-drawn onto the clothing. So if you do start bleeding,
It's not noticed.
right, or if your lady falls asleep while she's on her period on your clothes, then you just really can't tell.
There is that bonus too. Also, Hiram won't attack you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. He was fast with it. Yeah.
I tried for the sneaky shot. That didn't work. I feel he's going to have to commit here.
Yeah. I do see that he's got just a slight swelling on both sides.
Indeed. Oh! Oh! And he just cashed that check.
Earl Duffin!
Straight to the mouth plate.
Indeed.
Octorian
With all the strawberry jam you can
Lord
get.
Tegan, stand ready!
The dreaded Moose Lord up
Yep.
again. Ah, we have a flautist. I feel almost medieval.
Yes. That just shows how quiet the room is for being able to hear a flautist.
Octorian Cole!
And Moose Lord took it to the pie hole.
And Hawk Tua is coming on.
Indeed.
Lord Matthew and the dreaded boy stand
Please don't let that name stick.
That's his title, apparently, even before all this.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know how it's actually spelled, but you know.
Fair enough. Guess as long as you're not from Savannah,
If Hawk-
Georgia, you're okay.
If Hawk Tua is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Ooh, careful. Don't overcommit.
Now, I do notice that some of the fighters do play with each other's tips a little bit more than the average fighter.
Indeed, it is fairly common.
One armed and no leg. Interesting.
Indeed.
I saw this on an OnlyFans site one time.
Really?
Yeah.
How did that turn out?
They finished. It was successful.
We didn't know padded legs 20 years ago. We were getting injuries because
That was an interesting dance move. I'm not quite sure.
people started doing padded.
Not sure if that was in sync or armpit.
Now, is it legal to hold the weapon in between your legs and thrust?
Yes, it is. There is no requirement for the weapon being in your hands.
Ooh, nice. Oh, I'd enjoy seeing that someday.
Indeed. Very few fighters have the thigh strength to accomplish that.
They need a skater ski more often.
Indeed.
A sword on a stick.
Now we have the dreaded Ba here.
And that's, we also use a local thrusting.
Oh, he's a dreaded fighter.
3 inch with that. And come on, yell butt spike when you do it. Yell butt spike.
Apparently he fed him the butt.
Yeah. He kind of forced that one in, though.
Well, sometimes you have to. Clenched teeth are a problem.
Fighters, the next round is with the hand and a half sword.
Hand and a half sword.
Jeez, Ben Stiller's hair gel.
So hand and a half, that does seem like that could be abnormal for some of them. To either they have two hands or one hand.
Indeed. It does allow for some versatility because you'll let go with one hand and get in a full motion swing with the other, and potentially could block while still achieving your goal. It is selfish, but it is a technique.
So if you have a two-handed sword, does that mean that you have to at all times have both hands on that weapon?
I believe you have to have at least 7 fingers on that weapon. That's a hand and a half.
Oh, that's good. So Rolf will still be able to fight
Indeed, yeah,
Nice.
he's not excluded from that.
Nice.
Unfortunately, he will never be able to fight Greatsword again because 2 hands are required, and he only,
All 10 fingers are required?
all 10 fingers. All 10 fingers. Unfortunately, it is a convention. Apparently, it came about in Ethelmark, and once that was passed, the rest of the kingdoms adopted it.
Yeah. I heard that they had some really strong 9-fingered fighters.
They did. They had a Super Duke, which was called 9-Fingered George, and he dominated the field for a long time, and then eventually people kind of got sick of his shenanigans because he did have a secret technique that could only be accomplished if he didn't have an index finger. And so after that, they banned the technique.
Oh, man. So Jamie, or Finn, is asking now, does hand and a half mean 2 fingers or 3?
Well, that's a pretty good question. As per the conventions of Ethelmark, 3 is acceptable. It's only truly accepted, though, that you are a truly committed fighter if you go ahead and remove half of that finger and go with 2.5 fingers.
Nice. That makes sense.
Yeah, and that is the second knuckle, not the first.
Got to go deep.
Yeah, indeed. Much like the Yakuza.
Oh, okay.
God, that got dark. I have no clue of how much battery power I have left on this sucker. I guess it hasn't given me my warning, though.
He broke my cup one time.
Your warning will be you're in violation of policy.
Yeah.
Just as long as I download the video before that happens.
Right? Just be sure to hit the finish button.
I wonder if I should add closed captioning into this.
That would be
No?
impressive.
The yak only cut fingers off when they mess up.
That's true.
Yaks have fingers?
Apparently.
Oh, Yakuza.
Yakuza.
Ah,
You got to read the subtext there.
I did, and it did not. I just saw a yak and I was like, they got hooves. How do you cut off, fingers off of a hoof?
Well, you could confuse udders with fingers, but that would be ridiculous.
Yeah,
Utterly ridiculous.
utterly ridiculous.
And that's my pun for the day.
I doubt it.
Yeah, true. That's a fair statement.
That is the biggest fan here in the area. Nice day glow green.
Indeed. I hear that is a very period color.
Yes.
More people are getting
Of the Chartreuse clan in Italy.
Nice. Capital Y, not lower. I should have known it by the capitalization. I am just faulty in my street.
But you also know lifestyle.
Vernacular.
Yes, thank you.
Street vernacular.
Well, it's still,
So I was trying to remember what that was on Shadowrun.
we don't have
Street lore?
Yeah, street lore.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow. Wow. Oh, man.
no one can.
That's a way back machine.
All of this should be accessible. Yes, I agree. I mean, there's
Yeah, Olstead and Aaron and Bob.
There's probably too much that's accessible, quite honestly. My understanding, they've dispatched a cease and desist letter, but it hasn't gotten here yet. So we'll be broadcasting.
until that time.
I'm trying to think if we have any undefeateds at this point. Give me half a second. I'm going to consult with the.
Oh, looks like we actually have a camera crew. I wonder if they need some assistance on some commentary about what's
if
happening
their
here.
true media source will probably be fired.
Yeah.
This is why we used to do this. Okay. I figured I'd be the one getting damaged.
Hey, we still don't have pairings at this time, but it looks like they are starting to wrap up. This will be the last round of not round robin. I guess it's Swiss 7 at this point. Full circle view. Whee! You're gonna have to duck if you don't want to be seen. Hopefully I don't see anybody picking their wedgie or their nose, or their wedgie's nose.
So I went ahead and consulted the Westminsters, and there is nobody without at least one loss.
Oh,
So this is keeping this fight zesty and new. So I'm really curious to see how this will turn out. The 6 foot glade should 7.5 foot.
Hand and a half.
Hand and a half. Oh, sorry, my bad.
God, it's only been like 5 minutes.
I know, but
Taking a lot of shots to the head.
The hand and a half section will probably beat out a few others, and so the final, the city should be sprinkled with a very nice diversity of fighters that have no idea what they're doing, and some that are truly deadly in their field. The end of the day will prove which is which.
Thank you for that update.
Yeah, basically we're pretty sure we're getting matched.
What's the downside?
I would get quoted with sable shafts.
Did you say you want a cloak with sable shafts?
Yes. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, nice. I want one of those.
Fighters, attend the pairing.
Oh, here we go.
Not here yet. Don't go. Actually, we have 2 undefeated. It was corrected. So this should be quite interesting.
Who's the undefeated?
Turpin and Alexandra.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Who's undefeated?
Turpin and Alexandra. Spear, right? It's over there.
Hand and a half.
Hand and a half. Hand and a half. Hey, how are you? We are poisoning his mind. Noble tea.
You're welcome. Hey, Armand. Your wonderful daughter is here with us. Unless you weren't supposed to know that, then. Oh, it's not hot tua. I prefer hot tua.
Sir Kiris, Lord Master, take the field. Sir Wolfguard, Centurion Turpin, arm yourself. Centurion Capus and Centurion Alexander, make ready.
But sometimes if you, when it's hot like this, there's a lot of insects, a lot of stuff on them, so people take a break. But other times, we people take care of things. That was the line in the winter right now. There's some circus and more mapping. I got a call from one of the ranchers going way back, so I know I'm watching.
Oh, duh.
Yeah,
Armand.
soon. I'll be up.
Hi, Armand. I haven't seen you in forever. I'm so used to Armand DeLacy. His daughter's here, not your daughter. I just looked down and saw Armand. So that's where my brain went.
All right.
Awesome seeing you on here. Hope you're having a great time in whatever you're doing.
Oh, I was like, why is she talking to herself?
I do talk to myself. It's a way that I hold myself at night and I just comfort myself sometimes.
I know who you live with, so I understand.
Yeah,
Sometimes you just kind of curl up into a ball and cry yourself to sleep.
yeah, and then the cat wants to come over and do biscuits.
Yeah.
Lord
You
Matthew
know, I've yet to ever see the biscuits that require the kind of razor blades they bring.
I know.
A friend of mine, his cat was combing my hair. It's perfectly fine, just got my scalp.
Oh, that's good. So my understanding is with a hand and a half, not only are we going to see less hands on the weapons, but we're going to see shorter weapons overall.
Nice. Well, on the fact that we're expecting a longer weapon, they're shorter. I mean, I've had those moments where you expect a lot longer, but
It is disappointing.
Yeah.
It is disappointing.
very deceiving.
Oh.
Victory to Lord Matthew.
Wait.
That was
No.
no. I believe a leg was taken and a head was taken.
Victory. I'm gonna slip this in your bag. Oh, sure.
I think this is one of those situations.
You want
where
to say
somebody-
hello? Hi. I love the headpiece there. Very nice. Very flowy.
Wave your flag like you just don't care, and
That's-
if you're here to party and you're here to see
Woo woo. Very nice. Very nice.
Arm yourself. Girl, the
Okay, now I'm really not sure who actually won that.
You want me to do that?
Yep, we have Turpin and
You stepped down for a while if you want to rest.
Martell.
Yes. Who's trying to do the no sweep?
Indeed.
Oh, and the
Wow.
sideways no sweep.
And this will mean Turpin's undefeated through the entire round.
Wow, good job, Turpin.
Amazing. Stunning display of prowess.
So, okay, that's what we thought.
He hit me in the leg.
Right, that's what I thought, but... Okay, so did get confirmation that Curtis won his fight. It's just announced incorrectly.
What happened?
Oh, Curtis confirmed that he did.
Oh, he did win. Yeah,
He did win. I know visually he won. So
Well, he is visually stunning,
he is.
especially when he does that little dance.
I know. When you I do see that his brim did not fluff that one off to the side.
No, he did not. That was a full facial.
So I did not think that the beaver game or the whack-a-mole had a two-handed option. Is this showing that maybe there is a two-handed beaver whack-a-mole out there?
There is a two-handed whack-a-mole out there. It's usually only seen in off-brand machines, but it is there.
Nice. Oh, at the stripper bar. Oh, he's got a hay batter thing going on.
And now we're seeing the one-handed technique because he lost his arm.
Oh, and an arm.
You don't like him.
He's like, nah.
You got to earn it.
Contract, get it.
Can't fight from the back. I salute this man's vim and vigor.
Yes.
Very vigorous.
Oh, very nice.
And the wrap.
He's got a good thrust. He's very pliable.
Indeed. It was like watching a pair of sloppy lovers.
I can see that he still has his knees, so he hasn't been fighting long enough to lose
No,
those.
my understanding is he got magic knees a few years ago.
Oh, nice. That's rude. Oh. Hold on. Gumby genetics. That does make sense.
Indeed. Apparently he pokeyed him with the Gumby. His opponent is asking for a rematch in an abundance of honor.
Yes. That is another thing that I really like with this group of fighters. They are very honorable and want to make sure that there's a comfortable decision that's been made.
Indeed.
Or they just want to hit somebody harder.
That
you never
is
know.
also a possibility.
Yeah.
I've hit you, now I want to hit you again.
Yes, exactly. Oh, that's nice. They give you a hug.
Both fighters are erect.
Nice. Very.
Oh! And they double killed.
I worked with Charles just a few weeks before I worked with Damien. They're both good.
Oh!
Leg versus a head. It was a bad trade. No, leg versus head.
Victory! Charles!
Just proves head is more valuable than leg.
Take the field!
So, am I correct in the understanding that the reason for the thickness of our helms is not so much for the safety, it's just so you don't have to keep buying them whenever they get crushed in from the solid?
Correct. It's an armor saving, cost saving
Measure?
feature for the fighter.
Oh,
We
nice.
find that a lot of fighters really don't have the bank account to replace their helmet every time. We do know that all our fighters don't have the IQ to protect in the beginning. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing this insanity. Oh!
Right, so that'll be his first loss, and Turpin will be the only one without any losses.
Turpin is the only one without any losses.
Master Orion,
Arunkadunkadai.
Carl, take the field.
Michelle might. Oh!
Victory to Carl.
Longus.
Haktua.
Who are you trying to give a link to?
Tegan. Dude, he got it in heart. That was amazing.
I love me some TV.
Tegan has a natural flow about his body that just...
You know Ariana?
I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, so now we are in between. That was the last of the Swiss 7 rounds, whatever we want to call that. Then coming up will be usually it's the top half of the fighters. I'm not really sure how many total fighters are outside of the buys. So... I want to thank you all for hanging out with us today. Hope that you've enjoyed your time with the Kajira and John sideshow. Hi, how are you doing? Want to say hi? Yes, we are. Say hello.
Hello.
A transplant has come back home to the vlog. Yay!
Happy to be here.
Yay! Happy to have you here. So many people here that I haven't seen, but just a few times in the last year. So very, very exciting. Do you have any gum? My mouth tastes like ass from talking so much. Okay.
When you go, I don't want them, they're for you.
I think they said 6-foot spear. We have a merit. So here we have Uncle Asif telling all the bad stories and probably not truthful. Oh no, it is a Saturday. And a kingdom. Just share back and forth. That's right, Matsu. Yes, the stash. I couldn't say anything with him on here. Ah, thank you. I always have fun doing this. But it is a lot more fun whenever John is around. We got a stray Gabby that showed up all the way from Border March. Someday she's going to have to move up here. Apparently she likes Border March too much. This is your reminder to use your safety guards whenever you're using a, not bandsaw, table saw.
6-foot spear.
So we got 6-foot spear time. Oh, that's funny. And a surprise. So I was very happy to be able to come to Valor. I've been hoping to be able to make more Kalantiri events. I just suck at, which may be a surprise for anybody that's watching this video, I really suck at communicating with people I don't know very well. So for me, going out of Kingdom or outside of my comfort area is difficult just because I'm not really an outgoing person. I am an introvert until you know me, and Facebook Live knows me very well. So I can be my normal, happier self. Okay, the fighters are starting to gather up. I don't know. Looks like the books are being filled. Fighters, make sure you're drinking. Hydrate.
Well, we'll probably see each other at Salad before we go to Kingston.
Is it a 6 foot or 6 foot spear? I'm 5'9", so it has to be taller than me but shorter than you. I'm 5'9", so it has to be taller than me and shorter than you. Has to be between us. Huh? I could stand on my 3-inch toes. Vodka is mostly water. That is correct. And it also does not have any carbs.
Well, that is an interesting point.
So if
However, vodka is not a good lubricant.
No? Does it burn?
It does.
No?
It does. Burns like the sun.
Maybe if you didn't have those gaping wounds.
Well, there is that.
Those sores just haven't healed up yet still, huh?
Well, doctor says over time there's going to be some improvements. 6 foot spear.
Thrusting tip only. Which makes sense, because otherwise it's a glaive.
That's correct. That's correct.
The dog is sick.
Beep. Beep, beep. Talk to it.
Lord Matthew
McConaughey?
McConaughey.
All right, all right, all right.
Sir Cyrus, Centurion David, stand ready!
I almost feel like he's ready to stand ready to rumble.
Hello.
Really? Really?
You don't have to call that one.
I'm watching that tip now.
Just like whenever you were Squire.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. Brings back memories.
Yeah.
Mostly traumatic.
Yeah. I do hope that I'm not making anybody seasick watching, because I am just kind of rocking back and forth.
You all right?
Let's see. No. I think you're okay as long as you don't.
Don't feel bad. He doesn't bite.
Okay, for those of you that's just coming back, they have called the pairings, and here we go with the semifinals.
Indeed. 6 foot spears. No. I think we're still
Quarterfinal?
We're still in the multi-weapon round
Oh, are we? Oh.
because this is only 6 foot spear.
Oh, true. They did call everybody.
Ooh, stabby.
Oh, because then there's 7.5 foot glaive.
Right.
Okay. I was wondering where 1.5 equaled 7.5 foot. That threw me.
Unless they took that, unless I'm wrong about
No.
that.
Okay. Yeah, so we're in round 6.
To the field. Centurion Charles, Noble, Kagan, stand ready.
I see Rabbit's going with the psychedelic, tries to,
Indeed. He's hoping to mesmerize his opponent.
yes. He should be used to thrusting to the face, though.
Well, one would think. Oh, and
Yep.
yes, he is. Yes, he is.
That is his natural technique right there.
Indeed. Very skillful. Very skillful.
Charles, Noble, Kagan to the field.
We have been married for 17 years.
Orangadog, Centurion Turpin.
Yes,
stand
17
ready.
years.
17.
Yeah, had to recount.
It's only felt like 2, right?
Yeah, right. Or
In
200.
captivity.
Yeah. Everybody's always like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Yes." He does have. I need to like.
Come off the
Yes,
ground.
they did.
I do need to. I need to put a compilation of all his deaths together.
Slow-mo on that one.
Turpin to the field.
We need to, yeah, I think we're right. We need to replay that with some slow mo.
Alexander Marcellus.
I actually haven't edited videos
Ready.
in probably 7 years.
Well, I think it's time.
I think it's time.
Yeah. Turpin versus Sir Orion.
I.
And Turpin goes for the lumbering I'm going to smack you stance. That's the janitorial stance, the sweeping broom.
Oh, nice. I've only heard about that. I've never actually seen it in.
It's
In
actually
use.
only done in the halls of the secret halls of high schools and elementary school. Oh,
I felt the emotion in his call there.
indeed.
Centurion Alexander Marcellus, Centurion Cadmus to the field. Earl Daffin and Centurion Alexander Crane, stand ready.
So, did the term Leon, did that come from Hawaii or where did it actually start from?
When actual Hawaiian warriors got prepared to fight, they would actually put leis on, and when the leis were on, the fighting would commence.
Oh, okay.
A lot of the assistants who would put the leis on the people were killed because the fighting would start so immediately after. So lay
wow.
on does mean game on.
Oh, nice. That's very good.
Earl Daffin and Centurion Alexander Crane to the field.
Now, I have heard that there is some emotional distress between these two fighters, like some,
Indeed, kind of a lover spat, if you will.
yeah.
Sorry, I got a big mouth, bud.
Now, I see that the Angry Moose does have a vibrant red spear.
Indeed. He's trying to lure the Centurion into a false sense of security.
Oddly, that does look a lot like Rabbit's lost spear.
It could very well be. I hear moose are kleptomaniacs.
Oh, nice.
I mean, he still lasted for more seconds.
He's offering the yield, I believe. Low power notification.
Well, and now what we're seeing here is a lovely conversation about how to make an eggplant pie.
No,
Often people use arugula, and that is a mistake.
really,
Yes,
yeah, I could see that.
Hold's been called.
I personally have never seen arugula.
Well, it looks a lot like kale, not the dawn, the plant.
I've never seen kale.
It's
Is it like grass?
very much so. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, very much so.
No wonder I haven't seen it.
Oh, and tried to reach out for the face thrust, didn't quite get it.
Reach out and touch face. Is that where that song came
Indeed,
from?
indeed.
Nice.
Indeed. The 80s were all about touching the face vigorously.
Yeah.
And codependency.
And coke dependency, I heard, was
Yeah, indeed, indeed.
if you didn't have coke, then they just took half of it. And
That's correct.
did codependency. Okay.
Or as the people in Paraguay say, la cocaína.
Is that related to La Cucaracha?
Yes, in Ecuador.
Nice.
I apologize to any Ecuadorians that are online.
Kale is just hipster lettuce. That's come from our Calentier brethren there.
Very nice, very nice. Hipster lettuce. Probably the reason why I don't like it.
Well, you are from South Texas.
It's true. If it doesn't come with a nice chili sauce and some jalapenos, it really isn't worth it.
Yeah.
Oh!
Wait, is that? Y'all got to die.
That was a double kill.
They're too good to fall to the ground.
The height of arrogance.
Oh yeah.
My bootay is too valuable to touch the ground. Oh! Carl Hungus limps off with a victory. I wonder if he's blown a testicle or if he's okay. Ace.
7.5 foot blade.
7.5 foot glaives coming up. I got to find a charger cable.
We're getting a medical report from
7.5 foot blade. He used to be a 487-pound man who spent many years stomping the buffalo from our land. So he's paying the price.
Huh.
And being a Native American, I can proudly say that, he earned it.
Yeah, nice.
That was our buffalo. If you look carefully under the left ear, the fluffy cow? The fluffy cow. I'm a swamp Indian, and we have many buffalo. I can't back that up. We have alligators and snakes.
So what was behind that ear?
Well, there's a tag, and it usually says like Karankawa or Apache or whatever the tribe that it owns it.
Cal knows its FICO score. Okay, I need to find.
You need to find a charger or a battery.
I have a battery in my pocket or on my chair, but I took the charging cable off of it for some stupid ass reason. Maggie. Oh, we are going to go on the hunt for a charging cable. Maggie, do you have a charging cable? iPhone charging cable? You don't know if you have one? Okay. I've got a little snacky tray. Black olives are evil, green olives are delicious. And those are some very fluffy pickles. Jesus, I've talked too much today. All right, anybody have a charging cable? Otherwise, commentary will die. Maybe Michelle has a charging cable. Yes? Michelle? Oh. Do you have a charging cable? Okay. Yay, I knew that Michelle would be able to have a charging cable. But we'll come back and get it in a little while. Get my battery. Oops, sorry. I'm getting into woo mode. I do too. I'm like, yeah. Ah, sweet. Some battery and thank you.
Oh, my friends, you
No.
gotta get rapid to get elections.
iPhone 1. Yay!
7.5 foot blade. To begin, we have
Thank you.
Pappas versus Lord Hagen.
Sith Lord Hagen.
Sith Lord Hagen.
Alexander Marcellus versus Noble Pagan.
would explain
Thank you.
Hagen's rise in prowess, being a Sith Lord.
Yeah,
Versus Matthew.
I guess he's no longer the apprentice.
true.
Centurion Turpin versus Centurion Charles. Earl David versus Centurion Damon.
This will be the last round of the
Centurion Carl.
Haktua.
Centurion Alexander Crane. Sir Wolfgar versus Sir Pyrus.
Did he call him Sir Cadmus again?
Yeah, they keep saying Kyrus.
Oh, Kyrus? You really need to get his name right.
Don't have armor on yet.
Well, he changes. It's actually spelled with a C, but he thought that everybody would call him Cyrus. Yeah. So he tried to K.
So would. Hey, Sir Cyrus. Hey, Billy Ray.
Oh Lord.
Achy, breaky heart.
I just don't think you'd understand.
No, I don't. Ooh, I don't think he would.
Centurion Cadmus, Lord Hagen to the field. Centurion Alexander Marcellus, Noble Hagen, stand ready.
So if you missed it, this is now 7.5 foot glaive.
Hagen versus Cadmus. Again with the outstanding pecs that have pressed through the metal. Everybody thinks you have to do repose to do that, but apparently it's just a good workout regimen.
Oh, nice. His pecs are so strong they're coming out his back.
Indeed.
Centurion Alexander Marcellus, Noble Hagen to the field. Master Orangadai, Lord Matthew, stand ready.
Oh, see, he re-engaged his springs.
Indeed. I swear, if he turns half his energy into accuracy, he'll probably be a duke.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bagador Orangadai, Lord Matthew to the field. Centurion Turpin, Centurion Charles, stand ready.
Yep. There we go. Ought to be an interesting fight. Stab.
Oh, sorry. I didn't turn. I'm still like over here.
Centurion Turpin, Centurion Charles to the field. Earl David, Centurion Damon, stand ready.
These two, I hear that they do not fight very often. Oh, took his first kill.
Indeed.
Or his first loss.
His first loss.
Earl David, Centurion Damon to the field.
Turpin's had an exceptional day.
Octorian
Yes.
Carl, Centurion Alexander Crane, stand ready.
Now, I do hear that both of their spouses have issues with each other, so that's the reason why they have to live so far apart.
Well, that makes sense.
There's actually a state boundary requirement between their restrictions.
A restraining order of a whole state. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Do you think the doily gets in the way of his fighting?
It helps with the sweat. So
It has a wicking feature?
yes.
Apparently he has a hangnail. He's getting that fixed.
Coming.
You could tell that he has a clean living, though, because otherwise he would have a yellow doily.
Indeed. Nobody likes a yellow doily.
No. I heard there used to be a clan of the yellow doily.
It would not surprise me. Celtic?
Yes.
Apparently the hangnail is quite severe. They brought out duct tape.
Black duct tape, even that.
Game on.
Daffit is older, so he
He only wants to fight. He really doesn't, you know.
And sing.
And true.
I heard from the sidelines that he come in the face.
Indeed.
So I.
Yet another facial in this tournament.
Yes.
Victorian Cole versus Centurion Alexander Crane.
Hartua.
Sir Wolfgar, Sir Kyrus, stand ready.
Ketis.
Now, we've noticed that Alexander is using a glaive that is twice his height. I'm curious how that'll affect his fighting.
Or his balance. You'd think it would throw off his center of gravity.
Yeah, indeed. I do hear that he uses a 2-inch lift in his boot, though.
Oh. So with that type of end, with the tape in that format, how do you know which side is actually the blade?
Well, the blade is the off color, and you tell which one the off color is depending whichever one the fighter hits you with, he'll claim that as the off color.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Makes sense.
That way ensures a good strike.
Yeah.
Oh, and a double smack.
I think that one was halved.
Could be.
Sir Wolfgar, Sir Kyrus to the field.
But I'm not going to tell them how to call their shots.
No.
I mean, Asaph would. He's that type of person.
Well, Asaph's always been that kind of person, quite honestly.
Yeah.
It's that forthrightness and virtuous. If you look at him now, he's sitting in the corner there, judging carefully, making sure that fights are conducted in a fair and equitable manner.
Aside from the sitting nobles, who is the most senior OP-wise in attendance?
Oh, and yet another facial by Cass. You know, Rabbit seems to be very...
It's that helm. There was an agreement that I cannot talk about on Facebook Live that it refers to face shots and the payment cost of that helm.
Fair enough.
I'll have to talk to you about it later.
Having trouble moving.
See if we get the movie rights to that.
Yes. We're done for a little bit?
We gotta figure out who's in, you know, do that.
Okay, then we're going to go ahead and shut this off for now. Let's
Indeed.
go ahead and say bye. We will be back on whenever the time is right.
It's a pleasure having you with us, and please tune in for the finals, in
Yes.
which you'll see the new Prince and Princess of Vindheim discovered.
Yeah, with us together. Love you guys.
Bye.
And for Rolf,
Yeah, for Rolf.
keep 2 fingers.